Hi, this is another edition. This week we are going to continue looking at some resources for the victims of the wildfires out here in Los Angeles. Again, this is a deviation from my channel because the wildfires brought on a deviation of life for many Los Angeles residents. All right. Um, if you're watching this, I'm sure most people in the U.S. have heard about the devastating um, wildfires. At this time of this recording, I think they're not even the main fires of the Palisades and the Eaton, Altadena, Pasadena area wildfires are not 100% contained. It's still at like 99 and 98%. So even after a little rain we've had, so it's still an issue. But cleanup has started, um, and I'm sure if you're in the LA area, if you don't know someone who's been impacted, you know someone who knows someone who's been impacted. Um, I don't live in the areas where the fires happened, but actually, my daughter's school was impacted, actually, completely destroyed by the fires. Um, and her school actually just found a new location and she was able to go back to school this week. So I'm very happy that they were able to find something, but as you can imagine, many of her friends, her classmates um, at the school lost their homes. So I personally know quite a few people who have lost their homes as a result of the fires. Um, so it's a tough time. It's a tough time, but I want to make sure that I give you some information. So let's get into it. I have three things I want to talk about today. Um, real estate what is it? Real estate uh, speculators. Speculators. Okay. Like, what is a real estate speculator? Okay. This is someone who is taking advantage of the vulnerability that the vulnerable position that the people who have been impacted by the wildfires are in. And they are having these they are receiving people who have been impacted by the fires are receiving unsolicited offers on their properties. Okay, not homes are not even there, the properties, the land, for undervalue. Okay, I want you to know that this is illegal. Okay, California Governor Newsom has ordered that this predatory land, I'm looking at my all my notes, I've been doing research, this predatory land offers is illegal for at least 3 months after the date of the decree that he ordered. Okay, so for at least 3 months, hopefully they'll extend it because this is just, it's gross. Okay, it's gross that people are taking advantage of people in this state. Okay, they know that some people may be elderly, may not have the means or the wherewithal to figure out what's next. Okay, I want people to know, people who have been impacted by these fires, do not rush into any major decisions about selling your property, um, especially when people are approaching you with lowball offers. It's illegal. You can report them and they can be fined and or imprisoned for this. Okay, it's illegal. And for those people who are doing so, you reap what you sow. Even if you don't get caught by the people in power who are going after these people who are being predators. Okay, um, you reap what you sow. Okay, karma, whatever you want to call it, you reap what you sow. Do not be deceived. Do not be mocked. Okay, do not be deceived. Okay, God will not be mocked. You will reap what you sow. Okay, on to the next one. So make sure that you do not entertain any particularly lowball. If it's less than what your property was before the fires, Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Don't make any major decisions right now because it's still fresh. The wound is still open. It's still fresh. Things are still smoking. Just don't. Okay. Just make sure you take it to someone who you trust. If you don't understand what's being asked upon you, take it to someone who you trust. There are a lot of government sites that are helping people who have been impacted by the wildfires to shift through everything that they need to know about what's going on. Okay. Go to the go to the authorities, people in power who can help you with this, and don't take people's word for it who are just trying to be um, uh, predators, okay, in the situation. All right. All right. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. That's illegal. Okay. Um, on a brighter note, the governor also um, he put into place where a lot of the major banks have mortgage forbearance that they are implementing for a period of time to help alleviate the financial burden of having to pay mortgage on a home that is no longer there. Okay. Um, so between waiting on how who knows how long insurance is going to take. And by the way, if you have not paid for your insurance, contact your insurance provider. Please do so. If you don't have insurance, reach out to California. I'll put some links below. Um, they may have some help for you. Make sure you look through FEMA, everything that you can to, because once the cameras are gone, people have a short memory. Okay, you want to make sure that you're covered no matter what. So the mortgage forbearance, if you still had a mortgage on your home that was burned and caught up in the wildfires, call your mortgage provider to see if they're offering forbearance and make sure you understand the terms of the forbearance, um, because you want to make sure that you understand everything that your your lender is going to put on you. And you probably, if you had a mortgage on it, if unless it was recently purchased, you probably had a low interest rate. Make sure that they don't try to take the interest rate from you. So if you feel like they're trying to take your interest rate or get over on you, um, reach out to, I'm going to put some links below that will help the consumers when they're trying to reach out to their insurance, their mortgage providers, the lenders, service providers. So you want to make sure that you contact your mortgage provider as soon as possible to see if you can work something out about um, forbearance, so to alleviate that financial pain while you're trying to piece your life together after the wildfires. All right. And the third thing I want to talk about is the property tax deferral for impacted property wildlife homeowners. Okay, so property taxes, of course, whether you own your home outright or not, taxes taxes are, taxes are going to be due. Okay, so you want to make sure that you contact the Los Angeles County tax assessors. They're offering um, relief deferral for property owners in Los Angeles County who they have zip codes of people who have been impacted by the wildfires. And you definitely want to make sure that you take advantage of that because, like I said, I know you're piecing your life back together, and the last thing you want to do is get behind on your property taxes or your mortgage just because you didn't make that phone call, fill out the application, reach out. Okay, so I'm going to put links to more information for about these three things: the real estate speculators. Uh, the mortgage forbearance decree that the governor and a lot of the larger banks put out about forbearance, and the property tax deferral with the Los Angeles property tax assessor. Okay, so those are the three things I want to talk about. I'm going to give you more information. I'm doing a lot of research. I'm contacting a lot of people. I've even done an interview that is going to be coming up I did with uh, a builder who is working to help the people of these communities who've been impacted. Um, she has a great program. So just trying to give you as much information as possible. It's a lot, I know. Take it one day at a time. Take your time. Please take your time, especially when making major decisions um, about your home, about what you're going to do next. Just breathe one day at a time, one step at a time. I'm here to help. Give me a call. My information is below. If you need me, I'm here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.